Hi, welcome to today's video. So we're going to be doing some practice with exponents problems in this one. I have 4 different exponent problems here. So on the last video, I showed you various different exponent rules. And on this video, so we're actually going to try to apply them and see how well we can solve our problems. So let's go to this first one. So in the first problem, right, it is 3abc times 2a squared b. So in this one, we take each of these separate components and we try to multiply them together. So this would be 3 times 2. So we do that. Then we put the a's together. This is a times a squared. Now we put the b's together. Okay, this is b times b. And then lastly, we put the c. It doesn't have a pair, so it just goes by itself. So when we try to combine it, let's do it. 3 times 2 is 6. A times a squared. So this is really a to the 1 power. So 1, when you're multiplying, you add the exponents. 1 plus 2 is 3. This is a cubed. Then we do b times b. Again, that's b1 times b1, which is 1 plus 1 is 2. And then c is by itself, so that would just be c. And now we multiply all these together, which just basically means we get rid of all the parentheses. So that's 6a cubed b squared c. And that's it. And that's how you solve the first problem. Let's do the second problem. A to the 10 over b, times b to the 20 over a squared to the b10. You can pretty much split this up because this is the same thing as a to the 10 over a to the 2 times b to the 20 over b to the 10. And then with our exponent rules, when we have something like this, right, we're just, we subtract the exponents. So same base, right? So this would be, this would be a 10 minus 2 times b 20 minus 10. So a 10 minus 2 is a to the 8th. 10 minus 2 is 8, and 20 minus 10 is b to the 10. And that's it. That's the answer. Okay? Let's do this one next. 1 over 4 to the negative 2 power. So this is 1 divided by 4 to the negative 2. All right, so yeah, because the fraction line means division. So in this one, 1 divided by 4 over 2, with a negative exponent, that means this becomes a reciprocal. So this is 1 divided by 1 over 4 squared. Okay? Now notice here that we have a fraction. When we divide fractions, actually, before we do that, let's solve this out. 4 squared is 16. So 1 divided by 1 over 16. So now we have a fraction, so we multiply it out. Keep, change, flip. We keep the first one, we change the division sign to a multiplication sign, and then we flip 1 over 16 to just 16. And 1 times 16 is 16. And that's that answer. So let's look at the next one. 6 x squared y to the 4th squared. So the square means that this entire thing is getting multiplied. So think about it like this. 6x squared y to the 4th multiplied by 6x squared y to the 4th. And just like with this problem, right? We put the coefficients together. This would be 6 times 6. We put the x's together. X squared times x squared. And then we put the y's together. Y to the 4th times 4. So y to the 4th times y to the 4th. Okay, jump the gun a little bit. Okay, so 6 times 6 is 36. X squared times x squared is x2 plus 2. And y to the 4 times y to the 4th, we add the exponents. Y to the 4th plus 4. Okay? And then now we take that up here. So we get 36 times x to the 4th. And then 4 plus 4 is 8. That's y to the 8th. And then we can get rid of the parentheses and put everything together. So 36 x to the 4th y to the 8th. And that's the answer. That's how we do it. All right, so I hope you have a better understanding for how to do exponent problems. If you have any exponent problems or you have any other math topics to suggest for future videos, let me know. Or feel free to put it in the comments below. Thank you.